So now, what's the student's responsibility in school? Now, you got to remember, teachers already know their material, or at least they're certainly learning their material, and they're ahead of where you are for sure, as far as the details and all that. The one thing that you need to do is you need to go into school every day wanting to better yourself. Whether it's through curriculum, whether it's through your social interactions, whatever it is. And you need to come prepared. That's your job. I think it's kind of one of those things that we've taken for granted because by the time you get to high school, you've been in school for 8 or 9, 10 years of your life, 11 years of your life, and no one's really told you the expectations. You just kind of go to a place because the state says you need to go to a place and do whatever and kind of finagle around things and try to get a grade. But at the end of the day, your grades matter to get into college. But after you get into college and you get into the workforce, your grades are never going to be asked about again, really, unless you get into a highly competitive situation or you want to extend your education. That's the only time. But if you're trying to get a job, as an electrician, your grades may not matter at that point. However, your knowledge matters. So you need to better yourself with your knowledge every day. You need to come prepared, get some sleep. You need to come with your pencil, paper, ready to learn. And if you don't learn something, you can't blame everybody else for it. If I don't open a book and someone gives me a test and I fail the test, I can't blame the book. I didn't even open it. It's the same with a teacher. I could say, hey, December 7th, 1941 was the day the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. And then you don't write anything down. And then 2 weeks later, a question on the test is what date was the day that Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. And you don't get it right. You can't blame your teacher for it or a book. You got to blame yourself for it. There's a lot of kids that are just sitting there kicking it in classes, not understanding their responsibility. Understand something. Teachers don't need you. You need teachers. Teachers already know the information. You don't. So it's your responsibility to learn it. And, you being too cool to learn how to spell or how to do math or how to do, know your history is not good in the long term. Students have a huge responsibility. JRod loves you.